going on, y'all? RJ with RJ's Trades. We back with another episode of Trade Talks with RJ. All right. So today we're just gonna be going through, looking at some stocks, see if we can find some plays for tomorrow or even towards the end of this week. Any setups we see, man. Tomorrow we do have CPI, I believe, some type of data we have in the morning. I'll be on the charts, man. I don't like the news, but always be aware of the news. All right. So we're gonna go through these stocks here. And see what we like, right? I'll show you guys exactly how I find my plays every single day, okay? I haven't taken a trade this week yet, man. I haven't seen anything that's been catching my eye, but hopefully we'll find something here. Before we begin, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe if my analysis or if my plays are helpful or if I've helped you in any kind of way. Let me know down in the comments. Links below. In the description, you can join my free version of the Discord, or you can follow the Instagram. I have over 700 informational posts, okay? Let's get straight into this thing, man. You always start off with SPY and QQQ, all right? You always do that because you want to know what the overall market is doing, all right? When I'm analyzing, I always want to see what direction is the overall market going because I want to be in that same direction, right? If the overall market is going up, I want to find high probability setups to the upside, okay? If the market's direction is down, I want to find high probability setups to the downside, okay? Now, I have a lot of high probability plays that can make money in either direction, all right? That's the good thing about the way that I trade. It doesn't matter which way the market goes. I'm not a one-trick pony, okay? I'm kind of like, think about like a GTA character, right? So when you open up your little weapon wheel, you got a pistol, you got a bat, you got machine guns, you got rocket launchers, you got all kind of stuff. That's kind of like how I'm in the trade market, okay? I got all types of things for all different kinds of situations, all right? So as we take a look here, SPY is right at all-time highs, man. Right at all-time highs again. I told you guys, don't worry about that dip, buy the dip. And yeah, we're right back at highs, so hopefully you guys bought down there. So we're obviously bullish, man. We're back over 600 at the moment, but it's one thing about, we've been going up lately, but one thing about the way we've been going up is like we may gap up a little bit and the market might chop, fall, and then pop for like 20 minutes. All right, so it is kind of misleading. The market is going up, but it's not been a lot of trading opportunities, right? So we just got to stay patient and just realize when it's going to be good to trade and when it's not going to be good to trade. It may be good to trade tomorrow because after the data, we might actually see money start moving in the markets, okay? But the overall direction is bullish right now on SPY as well as QQQ. You can see it here. QQQ had a little bit looking like an inverse head and shoulders a little bit to me that it broke out of, and yeah, it's been running. QQQ is right back at highs, $6 away, so you know, hey, what can we say, all right? So the market is bullish, okay? So what does that mean? When I'm looking through these plays, I want to find plays that have setups on the daily or 4 hour that are bullish, right? So things such as bull flags or stocks that are near key levels to the upside, right? That's what I'm looking for, okay? So as we go through here, first thing I see is Boeing, right? If you've been rocking with me, you guys know I called Boeing a couple weeks ago and said, hey, this thing breaks this flag, it's gonna be gone, and it is. Now the thing about Boeing is it still has more room to run. Alright, so Boeing is looking pretty good. If Boeing can continue to break out, then you can continue to trade it to the upside. Probably would be a better day trade at this point unless you can catch it back down here around the 210, 208 area maybe. But if it keeps making higher highs, man, just keep day trading it. Alright, no need to fix what ain't broke. Alright, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? So BA looks decent, but not really a setup anymore. Kind of just looks good. All right, PLTR is another one that looks kind of decent. Looks kind of weird too, though. It was like a little bull flag right here. Tried to break down, false breakdown, and pop back above the level here. So now we are right back at all-time highs. We're about $2, $3 away from all-time highs. So you're really close on PLTR. So me personally, I probably just look to day trade, unless it gets like some great news mid-day or something. Right here above the highs, right? So a few dollars away. It's kind of something to keep on watch, but not really a setup in my opinion. All right. You got DDOG, Datadog, one that we already banked on. They may come back down here and retest this level again, right? So if we get a dip down here with a bullish hammer, that may be a decent re-entry, right? To possibly even take it higher, all right? Because you do have a lot of room. We've already kind of got up to this next resistance around 121. So if we kind of hold this and start to break out again, I will be back in DDOG, right? So that DDOG still looks good as long as it holds 119, 118 area. Starts to get below 118, 117, you know, it wouldn't be good anymore. HIMS. HIMS is one that I banked on already, but I do think HIMS is shaping up. This is one that I was just kind of keeping my radar, especially if it starts to break above 59-ish, right around that 59 area. I think HIMS could be good again. This thing could be ready to explode, right? So taking a look at the length of the pole, right? Let me give you guys some game here. Taking a look at the length of the pole, sometimes you can put the length of the pole at the breakout and see how far this thing could possibly go. All right, so this is a crazy target, but this is what the charts say. The charts say 139, 140. That ain't what I said. That's what the chart said, y'all. Okay. So if HIMS breaks out, just know I'll be in, right? And I'll be in pretty heavy probably. All right. So I do like that HIMS play. This is kind of just one I'm just gonna set alerts on. Let me actually go ahead and mark this out here just in case I forget. I really need to go ahead and put a alert on it too. I don't know if I'll be able to do it from here though. Let me see. Cross it up. Yeah, that's cool. Notify app. Let's see if I can get that. Dang, I might already have too many on here. I probably already got too many. I just have to do it on my Webull, but that's fine. Alright, so it starts to get above that 59 area. I'm gonna start looking at HIMS to possibly break out. Kind of gave you a false breakout here this day. But yeah, we can retry it here again. We already made money on it, but if it holds this breakout, man, it's gonna go. So definitely watching HIMS above 59. Kind of just something that I got my eye on. Google is one that actually took off today. They had some news midday. I don't know why the chart isn't loading up the right way, but Google took off midday. They had some type of news, so they're kind of strong, but no setup. Nvidia is just pushing up, not really a setup. Apple, not really a setup here, just consolidating. ACB, the Dow. Tesla broke down, pushed right back up, so it'll be interesting to see what it does around that 330 area. Let's see, what else looks good here? Anything else? You know, airlines have been looking pretty decent. Micron is one that I actually want to watch here, okay? Micron is one that I'm going to be watching tomorrow for a possible day trade, okay? So one thing that I said that we're going to be looking for high probability setups, right? Or we're looking for things that are near levels, okay? If the market does break out again, right? If we start pushing up in the market, I want to target stocks that have room to push up as well. Notice here, right? Notice here that MU has been getting rejected here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The past 4 times it's been up here, it has been rejected, okay? Now, it could possibly reject again. But if it does not, if it is able to break above the highs of today, so we actually peaked above this level a little bit today and then we sold off. All right, so I even plotted this out here. I'm glad I didn't take the trade, but I did plot it out. So if we are able to break above the highs of today, which is 114.9, so right around 115, I do like calls above this point, right? I do like calls above this point for a possible day trade, okay? And it could be explosive, so hopefully it doesn't gap up with the data. It might just gap up with the data if it's good. But the reason that we like this play is because it's been an area of resistance. So this hasn't been able to break above here since July of 2024. So almost a year, this resistance has been holding down MU. So if it doesn't hold it down this time and it breaks out, this could even possibly be a good swing, because you do have a gap fill up here. You do have a gap fill up there at 127. So MU could possibly run. MU looks good. Definitely on that. I like that. I like that for tomorrow. I like MU, so I'm definitely watching MU. And if it does gap above, that might even be better. So watching MU tomorrow for sure. If it gaps above, then well, I'm not gonna give you guys the whole sauce of it, but join the Discord, man. Join Discord. I give you guys the whole sauce of how to play this thing. If it gaps up, if it's below, join Discord. All right. Bitcoin back at highs. Robinhood consolidating a little bit. Coinbase consolidating. Look like it's gonna get the next leg up here soon too. Like it might be trying to form a little bit of a flag pattern. Okay. These things look pretty good, man. We got some stocks that look pretty decent. I think my favorite is by far MU. MU is what I'm watching tomorrow for sure. Definitely watching MU tomorrow. All right, let's go through some bank stocks. I don't have them on my immediate watch list, but let's see what they look like. JPM look like it could possibly break out. All right, let's see. Citigroup has already broken out a little bit. Goldman Sachs. It's another type of play where if it breaks the resistance here, it could possibly go above 620. We could possibly have a nice little pop if we get above 620 on GS, but I don't play Goldman Sachs a whole lot. Let's see, what else? Also, update you guys on Shopify. Haven't got the entry on it yet, right? So if you've been watching me, you know my favorite play right now is Shopify. It just isn't ready yet, right? We got to get above this 112 area. We get above 112, it will be a ascending triangle breakout, right? That could send us, could possibly send us back up here to 129, maybe. All right. So let me show you guys. Hopefully I can find it here. The last stock that had an ascending triangle breakout. Yep. The last stock that I seen that had an ascending triangle breakout is right here. Right? This is Nvidia. This is Nvidia right here. So this was right around here. Right around this area, right? Ascending triangle play right here. Right? So you got this uptrend, then you have a resistance right here, right? So it couldn't break this 114 or 115 area, but it was also trending upward, okay? So once it did break out, you see it was gone, right? It took off, and it took off up to this high right here, right? So kind of what I'm looking at Shopify to possibly do as well, okay? So I still love Shopify, just hasn't, you know, triggered the entry for it yet. So that's what I like, man. I guess give y'all those two definitely watch. Shopify, watch that heavy. Watch MU heavy, right? MU and Shopify. I'm gonna give you guys those two. Let me see what DG looks like. DG look pretty decent as well. I don't know why they're not popping up the right way here. Let's see. This is the last one I'm looking at here for you guys tonight. DG, Dollar General, right? So how would it feel to bank on Dollar General, like make $120 on Dollar General, and then go buy some stuff in the store? That's how you do it, man. That's how you work the stock market, okay? So DG, especially if it can start getting above 115, you still have this gap fill up here. It's like 122, 123, okay? So if DG can possibly break out again, we could possibly see that possible gap fill there. All right, so that's what I like this week, man. I gave you those two plays. Watch out for MU and Shopify. Okay, so if this was helpful, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, man. Let me know if this was helpful down below. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram for all types of educational content. I got hours and hours of educational videos on the YouTube, so Make sure you guys tap in, man. Join the Discord if you want my entries and you want even more sauce, right? So if I give you this for free, just imagine what I give you if you in there, right? So you guys have a great night, man. Trade save CPI tomorrow or some type of data tomorrow, man. But we'll follow up tomorrow, man. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.